Hi, welcome to our lifetime Japanese language lesson. Please ask us for any problems with your Japanese. Hi, good morning, beautiful nightmare. If you have any questions or struggles in Japanese language, just comment in the live chat below. When did you actually started to study Japanese? If you have anything on the top of your mind that you're struggling with right now, just let me know and then we'll figure it out. What's nantonaku? Ah, nantonaku you can use for, I think, a lot of things. I think it's like a way to see. Nantonaku could mean a lot of things, but for probably natives, maybe like no reason why, or no reason, or somehow. Okay, a week or two. Okay. How did you get into Japanese, or why did you want to study Japanese? Or nantonaka you can use for just because. So for instance, なんとなく in a sentence, let's see. If someone asks you, why did you start learning a different language? And then you want to answer, oh, no, for no reason, or if you just don't want to say anything, you can just say なんとなく. So in Japanese, why do you start learning a different language? People would often say, なんで他の言語習い始めたの? And then you can answer なんとなく if you don't want to answer. What are some Japanese words that you know and you're struggling to use in a sentence or conversations? So until I have some comments in the chats below, I'm just gonna answer some of these high native questions. Okay, so one question: how do you say this in Japanese? I am tired. So probably the basic and easy way to say this is to 疲れた. And in Japanese, since you're saying it, you don't have to say I am, just say tsukareta, and that's it. Or mo muri. Mo muri. Muri means I can't do anymore, or this is it. Let's see. What does koko ni mean? Koko ni, oh, depends if it's kanji or hiragana. If it's hiragana, koko ni means right here. Oops, right here. And if it's kanji, koko ni means each person. Here's one basic Japanese link. Probably everyone starts with this. How do you say hi in Japanese? There's a lot of ways to say hi in Japanese. In the morning, you say Ohayo gozaimasu. This is morning. From noon to the evening. Oh, or actually afternoon. You say konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. And then in the evening, you say konbanwa. Konbanwa. But if you're like working in a izakaya or food kind of service kind of thing, even in the morning, in the evening, or in the afternoon, you will always say Ohayo gozaimasu. I think that's just like a Japanese culture thing for food service workers. So in the food service, Ohayo gozaimasu means a different meaning. It does mean good morning, but means thank you for coming early for your shift. So, let's see. Oops. Meaning, thank you for coming early your shift. So if you ever work in a Japanese restaurant or izakaya or like this kind of stuff, you would always say Ohayo gozaimasu or Otsukare-sama deshita. お疲れ様でした which means thank you for working or great job. Great job. Thank you for your hard work. Also, instead of saying Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbanwa, you can say genki, which means how are you? So, or hisashiburi. If you haven't met someone in a long time, you can say hisashiburi, which means long time no see. How do you say it itches in Japanese? See, kayui. Kayui means itches. And in a sentence, you can say, if, for example, my arm itches, you can say, ude ga kayui. Or if you want someone to itch your back, itch my back for me, you would say, 私の背中をかいてください。そう、かいて。そう、かいて。In this case, it means itch my back, itch for me, or itch, and kaite in a different. So let's see. So for here, it would be hiragana ka, kaite. And then kaite, this one is right. So same pronunciation, different writing, and then different meaning. How do you say me too in Japanese. So for all genders, you can say watashi mo. Watashi mo. Watashi mo. And if you're a male, you can say boku mo. So I think female and all genders would be watashi mo, but for male, boku mo or ore mo, which is like a more older, or I think boku mo is more polite, and ore mo probably a little more impolite. Oops. Probably in mangas you would see like ore mo more than boku mo. But like I agree, you can say sansei. Shimasu. Sansei desu. Desu. Sansei is this kanji. So if you have any questions or any problems in the Japanese language, just comment in the live chat and let's figure it out together. Since it's raining right now, see, for instance, when is it gonna stop raining today? Or when is it gonna stop raining? You can say itsu ame ga yamu no kana. And yamu equals stop raining or stop. And this itsu ame ga yamu no kana. So this kanji right here means stop. Like tomeru also means stop. Oops, tomeru. So in Japanese culture, a lot of people would say "osea narimasu" or "osea narimashita." "Osewa ni narimasu" or "osewa ni narimashita." Just a few days ago, I was talking to someone probably in their 50s, a Japanese person, and they said we're not gonna be using these phrases anymore because you don't really know the person, but you're just saying it, so it means no sense. But it means thank you for your cooperation, or I am being taken care of by you. So a lot of corporations or companies, they would start their emails as "お世話になります" or "お世話になりました", which I didn't understand at first either, but I guess you say it to anyone. So okay, another thing I see on High Native, let's see. What are you doing today? What are you doing today? 今日は何するの? This is like a more friendly way to say it. 今日は何するの? 今日は何するの? A more formal way to say it for talking to elders. 今日は何をするんですか? 今日は何をするんですか? So this phrase you can use for any situation, either for work or for private or any kind of situation, and you can answer either by 今日は let's see 今日は since it's raining books 今日は読書します which means I'm gonna be reading books. So 読書 reading books. So this kanji means read, and then this kanji is like books or writings. So it's easy to remember if you can remember the kanji. Also, let's see. Or you can say 今日は読書だけ, which means I'm only gonna be reading today. And then what should I do now? probably use it at work a lot. Which means you can say あと何をすればいいですか。あとは何をすればいいですか。or 今何をすればいいですか。So I would probably use this one more. あと何すればいいですか? Since you would use it after you finish one job, and then you want to go to the next job, and you're not sure what to start with, you can say あと何をすればいいですか? Here's one thing probably would be used in animes to describe a person. 僕年人。If you like anime or Japanese manga, probably this phrase would be used probably a lot of times. It means well, it means a lot of things, but unsociable. Person or cold fish or obstinate person. Okay, another thing on high native, which looks interesting. Keep going in Japanese. Feel free to comment your struggles in Japanese language in the live chat, and I'll figure it out for you. Keep going is まだまだいけるよ or いけます いけるよ would be used for friends or people the same age as you, but いけます for older or older people or someone that has a higher career than you. まだまだいけるよ or don't give up, which means 諦めるなよ。 Or you can say, yeah, 諦めるなよ. What does何か欲しいものでもあるかい mean? So this in Japanese would be 何か欲しいものでもあるかい It means, do you want anything? Or, if you want to say, I'll buy you anything, or it's on me, I will buy you anything you want. You would say, 何でも買ってあげるよ. Or it's on me. You can say おごるよ. おごるよ. If you're sick and someone will tell you this if you have someone close in Japan, but doesおとなしく寝てることだね mean if you're sick or you have a flu or you have COVID, you're not feeling good, but you think you're okay and you're fine, you want to go out, people will say おとなしく寝てることだね, which does mean just stay at home and sleep. And sleep. Or it can mean just stay at home and rest or take it easy. And then in Japan, they would say odaiji ni, which if you literally translate it, it does mean take care. But for like just using it in a sentence when you're ending a conversation, you wouldn't say odaiji ni because it doesn't make sense. So odaiji ni would only be used when someone's not feeling good or when someone's having a bad time. You would only say odaiji ni. But in a normal conversation, 気をつけてね, which literally means the same thing, take care. So this one, only when someone is ill and casual conversation. Take care. Hope you feel better. Okay. If you're living in Japan or if you're traveling, you would want to know ken, she, and see, probably let's start with these two. Ken equals prefecture, which, for example, Shizuoka ken, or let's see, Aomori ken. Also, I forgot, fu for Kyoto. Fu is also prefecture. But for some reason, Kyoto Fu, which does mean Kyoto prefecture. Or Osaka Fu. So probably not a lot of prefectures uses fu. Probably the ones that come up right now would be Kyoto or Osaka. You would use fu instead of ken. And then shi is like city. And then machi. Machi is town. But then in Shizuoka or other prefectures, they would have like the same city name as the prefecture name. So it does get like a lot of confusing, like Shizuoka-shi. So it means you're from Shizuoka prefecture, Shizuoka city of Shizuoka prefecture. And let's see, ku, which is ward. Ku. And then mura. Mura is village. And then if you put it all together, shi, ku, mura, machi, mura, which means municipalities. So you would read this as shi, ku, cho, so. So the mura here, if you read it down here, would be so. Okay, so let's see, another beginner Japanese is, how do you say I am for something years old? You can say watashi wa desu, sai desu. So, 私は〇〇歳です。 desu. So if you want to say, I'm 20 years old, 私は20歳です. So for just 20s, just 20 years old, you wouldn't say 歳, just 20歳です. 20 years old. But if you're like 33, 私は33歳です. So 33 years old. Okay. What time is it now in Japanese? 今何時ですか? 今何時ですか? And then to answer this question, you can say 今, and right now it's 12:17. So you can either say it two ways. Either the correct answer, 今12時17分です。12時17分です. Or you can say about. So 12時20分頃です. Which does mean around about 12:20. So 12時20分 oops 20分頃. So this one is around or about 12:20. And this one's 12:17. Okay, or for dates. 今日は何曜日でしたっけ? So this ending, it can be changed and depends where you're living in, like what prefecture, what dialect they're using. I use 今日は何曜日でしたっけ? Which means what day is it today? And then if it's Monday, you can answer like, 今日は月曜日ですよ. Today is Monday, or you can make it more simple, and then you can just take out the は. 今日月曜日ですよ. So you don't really have to say は in this sentence. Then if you're asking for 今日何日でしたっけ? 今日何日でしたっけ? So this one, you're not asking for what day is it. You're just asking if it's the 21st or the 22nd, blah blah blah. 今日何日でしたっけ? And then you can answer 今日21日ですよ. So you don't have to say は here as well. Just say 今日21日ですよ. It's kind of hard in Domashi, sorry. 今日21日ですよ. Okay. So I'm just going over some of the questions that I see on High Native, but you can always comment your struggles with the Japanese language in the live chat, and then I can answer for you, and then we can break it down together. Here's one interesting one I see. The difference. Oops. Difference between ふるさとand 田舎. Mean the difference between ふるさと and 田舎, which does mean a little similar, but it can mean two different things. So ふるさとwould mean your hometown or your parents' hometown. So like where you come from, you can say my furusato is in, or where your heart is. So her native place. And then inaka can mean your hometown as well. Some elders say they're where they come from. Inaka no da 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 da. So inaka would mean rural side, rural countryside, or just countryside. And then for inaka, you can use it in a sentence like, I prefer the countryside instead of the big cities. I prefer the countryside instead of the big cities. Oops. You can say Tokai. Tokai yori mo inaka ga suki desu. the Japanese language, just comment in the live chat below. Here's one. The difference between asagohan wo taberu janakatta no asagohan wo and asagohan wo tabe nakatta da. Asagohan wo tabe nakatta da. So the first question, asagohan wo taberu janakatta no, which means I thought you together. I thought you said you were gonna eat breakfast. And then asagohan wo tabenakatta is you didn't eat breakfast. similar, but they are two different questions or comments. I'm just gonna be doing topics about the difference between, and then we'll see if someone has any questions or comments. The difference. Naga i aida. Naga i aida. And naga i jikan. Naga i jikan. They are similar because you just added one more kanji in the second one. But this one means a long time, or they are the same if you do like Google Translate. Interval. Over a long period. Or for a long time. And then this one would be long period. Or you can say chokikan. Chokikan, which also means long period. To use these in different sentences, so let's see. 2 and 3. So the first sentence, 長い間. If you want to use it in a sentence, if you haven't seen anyone, if you see anyone in a long period of time, you can say 長い間あの人に全然会ってないよ。If you haven't been to a restaurant or a shop in a long time, you can say 長い間あのお店に全然行ってないよ。Okay, so number 2, 長い時間. See. I wouldn't really use 長い時間. I would say 時間かかった. Which does mean the same thing, but meaning took more time. And then number 3, 長期間, which if you're working in a company or if you're gonna if you're doing farm and stuff, you can probably use this often. 長期間でいちごを育てる. how to say I am not sure in Japanese. So the most easy and fastest way to say it is wakaranai. This word or this phrase you can use for anything. Like, if you don't want to answer anything, or if you're not sure, or if you don't feel comfortable, you can just say wakaranai and you can just get away with it. Or if you want to say something different, shiranai. Shiranai, which means I don't know. If you get it bounced in Japanese, you'll probably say are, or kore. Or sore. These three phrases or these three words, they are so easy, but you really have to understand what they're saying. So are means that. And if you're pointing, you have to point to it, or if you have something in mind and you can't get the word out. Kore, this. Something near you. Or in front of you. And then sore. Sore is similar to are, which does means that as well. But if the other person knows what you're talking about or if they're holding it. So as I said, I'm just going over the high native questions or comments about the Japanese language. But if you have anything you're struggling with, just comment in the live chat. The next one, what does 気をつけて帰ってね mean? Be careful on your way home. In kanji or Japanese writing would be 気をつけて帰ってね. The difference between 週末 and 祝日 Also, you'll hear like 連休. So 週末, which means weekend. So Saturday and Sunday. And 祝日 means a holiday. Usually a Japanese national holiday. Oh, and one more, kyujitsu. Kyujitsu. Which is your day off. And then Renkyu, consecutive. Consecutive day offs. So this kanji right here for shumatsu, shu, which means week, and then matsu is end, so weekend. And then shukujitsu, shuku, is the kanji for holiday or celebrate. And then nichi, which is day, so holiday. And then kyujitsu, kyu, which is yasumu, this kanji. And then day is day. So day off, which is kyujitsu. And then renkyu, ren is continue or the same. So consecutive day offs, so renkyu. If you can remember these meanings, then it'll be easier for you to know the difference. So the difference between 連絡するand 連絡を取るSo these are two different meanings. The first one, 連絡する, is I'm going to contact you or I'm going to contact someone. Going to contact someone. And then number two, 連絡を取る, which means I'm answering a call. So in here, 連絡is,連絡 itself means contact. But then in this case, means contact by call. So for 連絡する is going to call someone, and 連絡を取る is I'm answering a call or I'm I am going to answer a call. So to use this in a sentence, 連絡する。後で連絡するね。Which means I am going to call you later. And then 連絡を取る is 今から連絡を取るで喋れないです。Also, just remembered 連絡を取る。I'm going to be in contact with someone. I am or I'll make contact. So, あの人と連絡取ってみる which means I'll get in contact with that person. Next, the difference between もらう and 手にする。 similar but two different things. Modau is someone giving you something. And tenisuru is you getting something for yourself that you've always wanted. So for instance, in a sentence, modau, you can say kamera wo morau yotei desu. Which is, I am going to receive a camera, or I'm planning to receive a camera. And then for past tense, you can say tegami o moratta. I received a letter today. Or I received a letter. And the second one, tenisuru. So present tense, or present or future tense, I see. Atarashii kuruma o te ni suru yotei desu. I'm planning to get a new car. And then for past tense, atarashii tokei wo手にした。I got a new watch for myself. difference between Fukuro and Kabang. If you literally translate it, both will mean bag. But for Fukuro, you would use it for like purchase items. Or like grocery bag. So like Neji Bukuro. You would often hear this if you go to like konbini or supermarkets. They would ask you if you want a Neji Bukuro, which is like usually 3 yen or 5 yen. This is a grocery bag. And then kabang is usually your bag. So either a shoulder bag, purse, backpack, etc. This all fits in a kabang. So kabang would be your personal bag, and then Fukuro would be for groceries. Difference between gomi and kuzu. So gomi is just trash. Well, they're both trash, but gomi is more for trash, like bigger stuff that you don't need. And kuzu is like small, cut up trash or waste. Or you can use it for like eraser shreds. So it's something cut up or something that can't be used anymore. And if you use kuzu in a different way, you can get in trouble sometimes if you're not using it right. So you have to really look for what or hear what you're talking about or what the conversation about. So when describing a person, you can say あの人クズだね which means they're trash or they're scum. So you shouldn't say this when describing a person or just saying it out of the blue. Difference between なくした and 落とした So なくした is I lost something. Or something lost. And then 落とした which means I dropped something. So to use these in a sentence, say I lost my phone somewhere. You would say 携帯をどこかでなくしたAnd then 落とした携帯を落として画面割れた携帯を落として画面割れた So in this case it means I dropped my phone and the screen broke. If you're traveling in Japan, the difference in between 荷物 and 手荷物 luggage. But tenimotsu is more your carry-on. Carry-on luggage or something you can hold yourself. It's more for like sending luggage or something you can't hold. So if you want to send something, you can say 荷物を送っていいですか? Which means, can I send my luggage? If you want to have a conversation with someone and if you want to ask about them, you can ask, what is your favorite food? You can put suki no tabe mono nan desu ka? And if you like meat or sushi, you can say 肉が好きです。寿司が好きです。Or if you like both, you can say 肉も寿司も好きです。If you want to say you're a meat lover, then you can say, let's see, 肉食です。 that you might get laughed at because the Japanese people, they use this for relationships. And it means you're aggressive or you're really the one to lead the relationship. So if you want to make the room a little brighter, you can say "Nikushoku desu." So, what do you like to eat, or what do you eat often? So, what do you like to eat? Naniを食べるのが好きですか? And what do you eat often? いつも何を食べてますか?普段何を食べます? So いつも何を食べてますか and 普段何を食べてますか does both mean what do you eat often, so you can use either one. So whichever one is comfortable for you, just use it and then you'll get the same question. Or the same answer, sorry. Here's another one in high native. Does doko mean where are you? Or do I need to add more context? So if you're really like friends with the person you're asking, then you don't have to add any more context. You could just say doko and then your friend will reply. But if you're meeting someone new or someone you're not really friends with or someone you're not that familiar, you would have to add a little more context to this because they wouldn't know what you're trying to say. So, どこにいますか? Which is, where are you? Or, どこですか? Which also means, where are you? So it depends what kind of relationship you're with the person you're asking. So for me, if I'm asking my friend when we're meeting up, I would just say doko and then my friend would reply. But if I'm asking someone I don't really know, I would ask doko ni imasu ka or doko desu ka? same thing for I'm here. Or so for I'm here is koko. So same thing, koko ni imasu or koko dayo. So koko dayo is I'm right here. And koko ni imasu is I'm here or I'm over here. Actually, I'm over here would be kochi dayo. Okay, so we'll be doing probably about 20 more minutes of this. Gonna be ending at 2 p.m. So if you have any questions, comments about Japanese language, just write in the live chat. If not, I'll just go through high native questions and we'll go through them together. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. There's one about grammar. Let's see. Ohayo gozaimasu. 午前8時に起きました。来週にたくさんテストあったので勉強しなければません。でも今日は妹のコンペ時間をありません。So there are some stuff I need or you should correct, but I can understand what they're trying to say. So before I start with correcting this grammar, I'm just gonna write what this context means in English. So, Ohayo gozaimasu is good morning. And 午前8時に起きました. So, 午前8時 is 8 a.m. in the morning. And so, I woke up at 8 a.m. 来週にたくさんテストあったのでSo, let's see. I have many tests coming up next week. And 勉強しなければません。So I'll fix that later because it doesn't make sense. But 勉強しなければません what I need to study. And then demo, which is but. 今日は妹のコンペ。So today is my little sister because imoto is little sister and one-chan is big sister. Here's presentation. I think it's presentation. I don't know. I don't know what kind of comp it is, but just guessing. So 時間をありません is I have no time. So to correct this, so おはようございます is correct. Then 午前8時に起きました。起きました is correct, but 午前8時に you wouldn't really say. You say 朝8時に起きました。So 朝 is for 午前 And if you're waking up at night, 8 p.m., you say yoru 8時. Yoru 8時 is for night, and asa, which means morning. PM. Then 来週にたくさんテストあったので is past tense, but since they're talking about 来週, this should be future tense. So 来週はテストたくさんあるので So I changed the location of たくさん So I did, and then I didn't useに but I used は来週はテストたくさんあるので and then 勉強しなければません So this right here doesn't make any sense, but I know they have to study because of the test. So 勉強をしないといけないですしないといけないです And then でも今日は妹のコンペ時間をありません This is kind of correct. It was like they were almost close. So でも今日は妹のコンペなので時間がありません So because of the compe or the presentation, they don't have time. That's why I use なので meaning because or because of the compe. And in this case, you would use it after why they don't have time. So the 今日は妹のコンペ This is the reason why they don't have time. That's why the 時間がありません I don't have time would come afterwards. Okay, let's just do one more and then I'll finish and then we'll be back tomorrow. And if anyone has anything that they want to ask tomorrow, just leave a chat or leave a comment in the chat. Oh, here's a nice one. How do you say goodbye in Japanese? So usually people say sayonara, which means goodbye. But I don't really like to say sayonara because I think you're not gonna be seeing that person anymore, but so I would say mata ne. which means see you later or see you somewhere. Even if I'm not gonna see that person, or I might not see that person anymore, I would say mata ne, which makes a little bit of positive mood atmosphere. Or you can say jane, which is also the same thing as mata ne, just see you later. But jane would be probably more like friendlier, so if you're really friends with someone, you can just say jane. So sayonara you can use, but I prefer mata ne. Or you say genki de ne. Genki de ne, which means take care. So when you're saying goodbye to someone, you wouldn't say odaiji ni. You would say genki de ne, which does mean take care. So odaiji ni, when someone's ill, you can use that. But if you're saying just goodbye or see you later, just say genki de ne or mata ne. I think I can fit one more in. Okay, so what are you doing tonight? So you can say it a few different ways. So what are you doing tonight? First, 今夜何する予定ですか? Or 今夜の予定はor 何かありますか? This one, the third one, 今夜何かありますか? Which would mean you can use if you're asking if they have any plans, but you wanna ask them out or take them out. So to answer 今夜は if you don't have any plans, you can say 今夜は予定ないです。 Or if you have to go somewhere, you say 今夜はどこ予定あります。Or you can say どっかに行く予定です which means I'm going somewhere. The difference between 気がする and 気にする気がする which means I think so. And then 気にする I be concerned. I care about. So to use these in a sentence, so 気がする I think so, you can say 明日晴れな気がする明日晴れな気がする which means I think it's gonna be sunny tomorrow. And then 気にする it's車の汚れが気になる is I am concerned about the dirt or whatever it is on the car. And if you don't care about something, you can say 気にしない. Which means I don't care. Or it doesn't concern me. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. So if you have anything you want to ask us, just write a note down or something like that, and then comment in the live chat below tomorrow, and then we'll go figure it out together. And then if not, I can just go back to High Native again, and then I'll pick some questions and concerns. Okay, thank you.